So hello and welcome to another episode of Scenes for today. It's a bit of a different video. I want to do a little bit of a travel vlog, just highlighting some of the things that I did when I was over in Stuttgart now. And we're talking a little bit some of the attractions, just the Porsche Museum and the Mercedes Museum, and we'll talk a little bit about what I got around in Stuttgart, and as well as the hotel we stayed at. So the hotel we stayed at was the V8 Motor World Hotel. Now this is split into two different sections as you can see here, and I'm going to do more of an in-depth tour about this. Now we stayed in this theme room, which obviously is very Mercedes themed. Really enjoyable place to stay. Also got the other section, which is this sort of open plan sort of area, lots of different cars, lots of different businesses in there. And the best thing was, for me anyway, was in the reception area there's also quite a large independent Mercedes dealer. So that was really interesting for me. Now for this trip we actually solely 100% used the train. There was a train station about a 5-minute walk from the hotel, which is this one here. Trains are about every half an hour to wherever we needed to go to, so that's whether we went to the Mercedes Museum, the Porsche Museum, or if we went into Stuttgart. Everything's about half an hour. Majority of the trains were actually on time as well, which always helps. The trains themselves were quite long, so there's lots of space. We always managed to get a seat in there, even during busy time. We did travel at various times during the day, and we never struggled to get a seat. So even on the train, you're reminded how important the car is to Stuttgart. Now we did take the train to both the Porsche Museum and the Mercedes Museum. The Mercedes Museum was interesting. It was about a sort of 10-minute walk from the train station at a steady pace. But the Porsche Museum is really interesting because actually, as you can see in this image here, the train station is there, and that big building is actually the Porsche Museum. So really close to get to. Now, of course, Stuttgart is known for the two big car brands, that is Porsche and Mercedes, and I thoroughly would recommend going to visit each of these. I would say that the Mercedes Museum is bigger and there's certainly more to see, and I would allow more time to go and do that. But if you're into Porsches, I think the Porsche Museum was a fantastic place to go as well, and the selection of cars that was available to see at both museums was absolutely fantastic. There will be a more in-depth look at both of these museums coming up in a future video. However, there is far more to Stuttgart than just cars and car museums. About a 5-minute walk away from the main train station in Stuttgart was this lovely park area. There was also a couple of little squares sort of fed off it as well, and it was just a lovely place just to walk around and just to take in a little bit of culture and a little bit of open space. The main high street itself had some good brands as ever. It had things like Five Guys, TK Maxx, all those sort of big brands, as well as other more local brands as well. Now we were lucky enough to be there on the day when this flower market was taking place, which was really nice to just walk around and take a little bit of atmosphere. Now just down the road from all the parks area we stumbled across this market hall, which was absolutely fascinating to walk around. They had lots of food and drink here mainly, but they also had things like flowers, little decorations and bits and pieces. And quite frankly, I've never seen such a large amount of cheese in one place at one time. Now, directly opposite the main train station in Stuttgart was this, an actual little model of the main train station in Stuttgart. Absolutely incredible, just showing the real scale of the actual operation, the amount of trains they have there at any one time. They also had lots of other little lines as well, showing other lines and other areas within Stuttgart and just the surrounding areas. And this, even if you're not into model railways or trains or anything at all, this was absolutely incredible to see. The amount of detail, the amount of work that went into this was absolutely incredible. So would I recommend Stuttgart? Absolutely. There's so many different areas, so many different things to do and to see, that there really is something for everyone. Obviously it's known as being the home to two big car manufacturers, but there is other little bits and pieces to do, and I've really only scratched the surface here on the amount of things that you could do there. So thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.